So this says Chapter 8 Rational Function Practice. Up here, these four, it says determine if the function is a rational function. If so, find the domain. Holes, horizontal, and vertical asymptotes. They're all rational functions except for this one. You have an exponential function on top and not one on the bottom. It has to be a polynomial on the top or the bottom. So you have to have x going to a power. So if it's not x to the first, x to the second, x to the third, or to the fourth, whatever, then it is not a rational function. So 2 is no. And then if you want to try these, you can. You're just finding domain, holes, horizontal, and vertical asymptotes. But this is more focused on just this section, simplifying rational expressions by using multiplication and division. So if you look here, sorry, the lighting here is not the best. You can multiply across and you could get a large number and then reduce, or you can reduce as you go. Like when you're in middle school and you'd say, okay, well, 30 can go into 60 with 2 left over. There's 4 x's in here with 1 left over. You can multiply across, say, oh, 4 divided by 2 is 2. And 5 can go into 24 times. So you'd get 8x over 1. If you don't like that, if you want to multiply across and get 600 times 4, so 2,000, you know what I mean? And then just reduce, you can, but it's easier just to reduce as you go. So same thing here. Up here, this is the difference of 2 perfect squares. So it's x plus 5 and x minus 5 all over x. Let's see, we have 3 terms with a plus in the back, so this sign appears twice like a Wendy's double stack because we watched Teach Me How to Factor. All right, so once you factor, you can reduce, and this is equivalent to x plus 5 over x minus 5. The end. You might see in textbooks this answer, and then it would say, comma, x cannot equal 5. Well, duh, but it's just more for professionals to write it that way. I don't care either way. Just a forewarning, your other teachers or professors might. Here, we're going to factor. You have 3 terms with a plus in the back. It's going to be x plus 6, x plus 2. We're just going to make it one big fraction. Could you multiply across? Yeah, you get this giant polynomial, and we don't want that. We want to reduce as we go. We're multiplying because it says 2. You have 3 terms. You don't have a plus in the back. 1 is plus, 1 is minus. The larger number is going to be plus. So factors of 15 are 5 and 3. Factors of 15 here are 5 and 3, which make 8. Factors of 18 are 6 and 3, 9 and 2, and 6 and 3. So these will simplify. These will simplify. So will these. So this is equivalent to x plus 2 over x minus 3. Okay. Like I said, you could say comma, x cannot equal 3. Here, same thing. Oh, we're dividing. So when you divide, you multiply by the reciprocal. So I'm dividing by x plus 1 times x minus 1 over x plus 2, x times 1. So really what I'm doing is taking this, which is x minus 1, over this, x plus 4, x plus 2, and I'm dividing or multiplying by the reciprocal. So you have to flip it. So if you want to, first starting out, I would actually rewrite this flipped and then factor. So this is going to cancel. I shouldn't say cancel, it should simplify to a 1. Doesn't disappear, it's not 0, it just simplifies to a 1. So this is going to be equivalent to x minus 1 over x plus 4. The end. Here we have a fraction divided by a fraction. So we have 2x minus 6 over x squared plus 9x plus 20. And we are dividing or multiplying by x squared plus 5x plus 4 over x squared minus 9. We are dividing by a fraction, so we're multiplying by a reciprocal. If you factor the top, it's 2 times the quantity x minus 3 over what multiplies to 20, 4 and 5. That'll give you 9. What are factors of 4 that'll give you 5? 4 and 1. And then x plus 3, x minus 3. All right, so when you go across, these are going to simplify to 1. X plus 4 divided by x plus 4 is 1. So your quantity is going to equal 2 times the quantity x plus 1 over x plus 5 times x minus, or x plus 3. You can leave it like that, or you can distribute and simplify. Either way. Last one. We have a fraction divided by a fraction. If you have -1 here, it's not affecting this. This still has a +1 here. So it's saying this needs to go under this. So when you divide by a fraction, you're really saying 2y plus 6 over y minus 7. When you divide by a fraction, you're really multiplying by the reciprocal. Okay? So this is 2 times y plus 3 times y plus 3 over y minus 7, y plus 2. Nothing gets reduced. That's okay. You can go ahead and multiply across and FOIL, or just leave it like that. All right, so that's it for multiplication. I want you to try, I think it's lap 3 and 4. The answers will be up in the classwork, so you can just check your answers. And as you're going through these, write down which ones you want me to make a video of in the laps, and I will do them, okay? Here now is, see if you can do these. If you can do these, awesome. Then you're all set for the next section, which is adding and subtracting.